I actually wanted to see this devastation from another perspective. We've been seeing it on the ground here, street by street. We went up to see it from a helicopter, to see all of Los Angeles, the homes and businesses that are gone for as far as the eye can see. And here is more of what we saw.
So right now we're south of the Palisades and the fire. Looking up, you can see this is PCH right here.
Pacific Coast Highway running right along the Pacific Ocean, yes.
And then leading up into
Scott,
Malibu.
I'm seeing your picture, and once again, I guess you're not hearing.
And even here, it's almost impossible to see with all the smoke.
Yeah, flying into this, it is like you're flying into a complete wall of fog. It almost doesn't even look like that. It just looks like an actual wall, like a white wall.
Yeah.
That we're flying into.
There's a fire bomber just dropped retardant right there.
All right, so that red that we're looking at is fire retardant. There we go.
Yep.
We're zooming in on it.
Here's Scott, sir. Has
All
pictures live right now.
And that plane is dropping that there. So that is an active area then in the Palisades fire.
Yep, that's their way of setting a defense wall from the fire progressing any further. And when they're referring to containment, this is what they're talking about, is where have they set up their defense. And 100% containment pretty much means that they've set up their defense in a circle around the fire, and the circle's complete.
And that is really important to understand, that containment doesn't mean it's not burning. It means that they've been able to establish a perimeter,
Correct.
essentially that they can defend. I mean, it's using words like, again, war zone words, right? But that's exactly what it is. You're setting up a line that you're gonna make your front line.
Yeah, you're containing the threat. You're not eliminating the threat.
So this is the plane that just dropped the fire retardant that we saw, and now it's going out. As it was doing that, one thing that you could see being in a helicopter, and all of the altitudes are, is that how I'd say it?
Yeah,
Okay,
altitude.
okay. So when you see that plane flying that dropped the fire retardant, as that was happening, there was a commercial flight that you could see nearby it. And all of this is happening in, an incredibly busy airspace. There it is, dropping more fire retardant right now. All of this is around the perimeter of the Palisades fire, where they're trying to establish that defensive line.
So there's the entrance into the Getty.
All right, that is the Getty Museum, one of the Getty family and one of the preeminent art museums in the country, certainly in LA. And they had, right in the middle of the fire area, but had established a perimeter and were able to save. But look right there next to it, complete devastation, total devastation. And then can we swing back over to the Getty? There you go, swing right back over to the Getty, and you see right there, they were able to save that. This is the Palisades fire in the distance. Saw another giant fire retardant plane flying through that. And then as we pan across, you can see the smoke over all of LA here. And coming in here, you're going to see it finally, the iconic Hollywood, which you can barely see now because of the smoke. Behind that is the Eaton fire. So what we're looking at there, just over the hills, and just that volume of smoke, that is the Eaton fire. This image is absolutely incredible. This looks like the aftermath of some sort of a bomb.
Yeah.
And that's just the sun shining back through the Palisades.
Yep.
It does, though. It looks as if a bomb had been dropped there.
And, on that helicopter flight, our pilot, Ryan, it was actually, he's a helicopter pilot, but it was the first time he had gone up to look over this fire since it began. And, he was talking about, along with Josh, the photojournalist, how they felt a little part of everybody in LA had burned inside. The pilot had gotten engaged on one of the hills that was completely burned out. The photojournalist, Josh, he said he was able to tell what house was his in-laws' house in the Palisades because of the curves of the road, because every single house had been totaled, just touching everyone. But doing it from the air, such a different perspective than here on the ground. Earlier this week, you met Vanessa Pellegrini. It was her mother who immigrated to the U.S. from Brazil, and she started the family business 40 years ago. It has become an integral part of that community. And we spoke to her on the day she had just found out the restaurant was gone, but she had found that out from someone else. She had not been there, she had not seen it. So today, she and her mother and her husband returned to their restaurant for the first time today, because you can't get into this area unless you're first responder or media. So they were able to come in with us and come up through their neighborhood, which is gone, for the first time. And this is what we saw.
It's okay, Vanessa. We are healthy, we're here. We have everything, we have our lives. That's all it matters, okay?
It's like your heart's been ripped out
Everything else we lost, it's lost.
and stomped on and thrown away. And you're just trying to find a piece to put it back together. You know, the outpouring of love and support from everyone has been amazing, and that helps. That really helps. But nobody will ever know unless you've lost something that you've been here for decades. You'll never really understand it. And I hope nobody understands this. This is awful. This is awful. It's just carnage.
Frank, is that you?
Yeah. Sad. It's also sad.
It's hard for me too, because I start this. But you know something? God does things for a reason. And I think, because I'm very Catholic, that God has a plan for all of us. There's a reason for everything. And that's it. We're lucky we're here, talking.
I'm glad that these are still here. Your boxwoods.
Yes? Oh, those are my plants. Nobody
It's hard
had
to imagine what lasted and what.
I just can't believe these.
how
because
that
I
could have
plant
been
all
there,
those.
right?
Boxwoods are just, I
Yeah.
can't believe
Yes,
it.
I plant them. I water them every day.
She loves her plants.
Okay, he tells. He's a
Hey,
couple.
Tracy. Weren't we just here?
I know the crying session.
One of her friends.
Yeah, custom member. Okay, I cannot lose 40 years of work, right? I have to rebuild. And my landlord told my Vanessa and his son, but they're going to rebuild everything.
Would you have expected this about yourself, that you would be so strong? Is it your faith that?
It's my faith.
This community is, they're strong. Maybe not me, but they're strong, and they will get through this. And there's going to be a lot more tears, and it's going to be a long road.